Garima and me are both on for the skin diseases. So I'm going to present another skin disease case, and then you had many questions, but we have to go ahead. So I have to take over from her, and remaining questions after my presentation, we can talk about the Ayurvedic perspective and other things if you have. I'm Vidya Mukta Marathe. I did my BMS from Pune in India, and then my MD from Maharashtra Institute of Health Sciences in Samhita subject. And I did my diploma in yoga education, and since last 13 years I'm based in Phoenix, Arizona, and I have a practice where I practice only pure Ayurveda and diagnose in Ayurvedic way. Whatever diagnosis the patients usually coming for Ayurvedic treatment, they already are diagnosed by allopathic doctors and have a big file sometimes, many times. But I look at all the reports, record them for my records, but I only refer to the reports after I have made my own diagnosis. So that is my way of looking at the patient. This patient, I just made the PPT this morning. This is a patient that came to me just 1 month ago. He was a patient who had a visiting parent who had come to visit his daughter from southern part of India, and he has a pharmacy shop himself. So his complaints were these were the complaints. Kandu, he could not sleep at night, itching all over the body and especially on his arms, sometimes his legs and sometimes around his neck. And these complaints, all these complaints, itching, and after itching, it started producing the activity of itching continuously for almost a year now, started producing wounds on his skin, and earlier they only were wounds, then they started letting out sticky discharge, and then it turned into blood mixed reddish discharge, and then they stopped healing on their own easily, and then he had all over his forearms, both forearms, he had a lot of wounds, and again the itch was still there. So he was now facing so much trouble that he could not itch, wanted to itch and could not itch. And then there were all scabs all over his forearms. So that was his condition, and he himself was the owner of a pharmacy shop in India. So when the doctor prescribed him cetirizine, some antihistaminic drug for itching, he had started to take it, and for 1 year he was taking that, and it had no effect, temporary effect. Then he was added on steroids, and then some steroid-containing ointment as well, and continuously taking all these medicines from his own shop, and never wanting to do anything else because it was easier for him, and now he had no other option to look for something else so that he could at least sleep at night. So he came to me because I was just close by the same community. Only for that reason, but he was totally ignorant about the fact that he is getting treated wrongfully, and he is also treating himself because he knew some of the medicines. And so when he came to me, after examining him locally, there was blackening of the skin, and the discharge was sticky. I usually write in English script, I write the Ayurvedic terms. That is how it helps to make the diagnosis in an Ayurvedic way. And then in the bracket I have written here for all of you to understand. His tongue was completely coated. He had indigestion, of which he was not aware at all. The main symptom was that he had no fixed time of evacuating his bowel, and he was always gassy. He was burping, he did not even realize that he was burping so much. That was how ignorant he was. And then after I examined his abdomen, there is this Yakrut Dhanata that I have written. You can This is Yajna and Piha are Agneya organs. So there is a different kind of sound after percussion. When you check the patient, a different kind of sound is what is normal. And when, as per the gunas, when ghanata increases, guruna in the nadi, ghanata, cough increasing, kapha increasing, that is what produces ghanata in the liver. And as Garima also said, there is always something inside going on internally, and then it expresses on the skin. And Vaso we'll see in the last slide, but these were his on examination, Yakrut Ghanata, and there was a lot of Udagata going on. Udagata is when the Aman Vayu, it does not get easily evacuated, the pressure rises up, and then because of one Vayu Prato, the other domains of other Vayus also get affected. So his, in the Nadi, I could feel his Udan Vayu also. There was Guruna, there was, I could not feel either Pleda cough or any type of cough, but there was Guruna in the Nadi, and that was not just because of cough, but also because of the arm that he had in his body, long-standing arm. And because also the history was he was on hypertensive drugs and something to bring down his cholesterol levels, but hypertension was long-standing. So all this also points towards Mandagni liver disorder. The symptoms like on the skin, blood pressure and raised sugar levels are also symptoms of what is going on inside the body. These are not diagnoses as done by allopathic doctors. As per Ayurveda, the diagnosis has to be different, not always, but you will find out when you check. Okay, so the Ayurvedic exam that I made was, he had Krimi. I was not sure if the Krimi started earlier, but the Hetu, the etiology of Krimi and Kushta given are same. If you go and compare the etiology, the reasons that cause Krimi, the reasons that cause Kushta are almost the same, and the same go for Prameha also. So, I think the liver disorder must have been earlier, and then Krimi must have set in all at the same time. And because of Krimi now, everything, all this pathology is spreading, and it went to towards the skin. Now you have to remember that skin is the end organ. It is the end organ. End organ does not mean the toes or the fingers. Skin itself is the end organ of the whole body. If you look at it as a whole, when the fetus starts to develop, if you blow a big balloon and you push your fist from one side of the inflated balloon, and the ball that touches the fist goes inside into the near the other ball, and then the tube that is formed inside the other ball and the ball on your side which has gone inside now, and the body is within the air. That is how the fetus develops. So, end organ, skin is the end organ, which is the extremity, and like the ocean tries to give away all waste products towards the shore. Inside, there are no wastes inside the depth of the ocean. All wastes go towards the shore. In the similar fashion, the circulation tries to push away minute waste of the body towards the skin. Okay, so expressing something on the skin means that it has come from the inside, but the body is an intelligent system, the most intelligent system in the world, which tries to protect itself and push it all towards the skin. It is better that the kapha that is getting accumulated in his body, along with the vata pitta, it is not affecting the internal organs, the vital systems, and it is going towards the skin, because the body is intelligent. You have to remember that. So, and it is one of the Shuddha Kushtas, Kapha Vata Kushta, and on the skin, going towards the arms, sometimes going towards the feet. Then similar type of pathology expressing only on the back. These are different types of skin disorders. There are 18 types of skin disorders, as many of you know who have studied in depth. 18 types of scars, meaning they can be taken care of, but skin disease, when it becomes chronic, now this is more than 1 year old, when it becomes chronic, it is not sukha sadhya. It cannot be treated easily. It has to have long-term treatment. Because even before something started, especially on the skin, the pathology had been developing 5 years ago, at least 3 years ago. Okay, so it is very, very chronic and it has to be treated on a long-term basis. Now this patient, I gave him the idea that if this continues, the evacuation is not proper, because of Udavarta, he is going to suffer the blood pressure that is now controlled with antihypertensive allopathic drugs. It won't be controlled. He will require further treatment, and this, because of Yekut disorder, he is going to land up in maybe heart disease, stroke, all these things. So he needs to get treated, and because he was going to go, he is already gone now back to India after the 1 month that was remaining when he came to me. I told him to go and get Basti treatment. He was from southern India. It would be, if he takes my advice, follows it, it would be good. He will go and get Basti treatment. And the Pachan treatment before Shodhan, all of us, or so many times, especially in the US, we concentrate on Panchakarma. But we forget that if Panchakarma is done, Shodhan done without Pachan, all in just this time, it is Panchakarma is described in detail, and all the emergency situations, including heart attack and sudden death, are given in Siddhistan as Upadrama of Panchakarma. And no one in the US, either the educational institutions or the doctors who are practicing themselves, go to the depth and realize that we can land up in massive trouble if this happens in an Ayurvedic setup. So Pachan is a must. At least a specific level of Pachan is a must. Mrudu variation is okay, but before Pachan, if you give Panchakarma, the patient will land up in emergencies. He or she is going to feel very nice because of massage and steam, but then that is temporary, just for that day, just for that week, and then the emergencies that will arrive are going to be drastic. Okay, so what I did as per my Nidhan, I gave him Shodhan. I started him on Virechan but not without Shodhan. So this was what I gave him. Principle of treatment was Virechan because the krimi have to be removed, but Virechan, not Tiksha Virechan. I gave him Krimita Chikitsa with Virechan to give the anti-helminthic Chikitsa in short, and then Yakut Shodhan was required, Rakta Shodhan was required, and that was what I gave him orally. So, now I already have made this slide. This was about the scales, but while thinking of scale, we have to think that it has 7 layers as against the 2 layers described in allopathy, and each of the 7 layers are related to dhatus. The way scale is formed is Shiraseva Santanikaha Saptadasha Bhavanti is given in Sushruta. Sushruta is the boss in anatomy, and that is why we have boss in surgery also. The anatomy of Ayurveda is completely different, not just physiology. Anatomy is completely different, and that is the base. When tvacha are formed, it is the end organ, but they were formed as if when you boil milk, the cream comes up. It is like the cream, so it has got the sarata of all dhatus that are being formed, that are developed in the body, being developed in the fetal stage. At the completion of the gestational age, then the fetus starts developing hair. Full term baby's lakshan is it has hair in the skin. Okay, and then rasa, it is given as rasa sarata is given as tvacha sarata. In all sarata lakshanas, only rasa sarata is given as tvacha sarata. So it is related directly to rasa. It is the upper of masa. So you have to get that period. So Daruhalika was one drug which is Kalduna. It is called as Kalduna. Its alternative name is Kalduna. Daruhalika, it will reduce simple drug, but it will reduce Kaldu immediately. But it acts on Masa also. It is Masa Pachak. That is why the Upadhatu of Masa, which is Tvacha, is going to have get a very good effect if you give Daruhalika, not just Kalduna, but Rakta Shodhana and Oestrogen will also happen. Okay. And then we have to remember, I think Dr. Shyam Lakshman had asked the last question that the seafoods, etc. So they are all Rakta Prakopak. Doshas get Prakop, have the state of Prakop, but Rakta also gets to the state of Prakop, and all seafoods are Rakta Prakopak. Daghi is Rakta Pradusha also. It is Ushna, but it is Rakta Pradusha. That is why it affects the skin. So you have to formulate the diet as per the lakshanas of the patient and tell that patient to avoid such like things, and only use dal, proteins in the form of dal, simplest. Make dals, eat rice. Rice is kapha, but it is very light to digest as against the allopathic perception. So all these things you have to tell to the patient. And this patient, more than 1 year, he was suffering, couldn't sleep, was experimenting on his own, did not go to the doctor to save money because he had his own pharmacy shop. In spite of that, he did not get relief, and this went on increasing. And within 10 days, 90%, 15 days and on, 90% relief he got. And I just hope he follows the bus treatment and the same regime after he goes to India. It is very easy for him. But only ignorance will be his largest enemy now if he doesn't follow. So that's it. One thing, last thing that I have listed out is Vyadhi Marga. It is Bhagya Vyadhi Marga. Like the balloon, everything that Madhya Marga is the centermost inside the balloon. Madhya Marga is Shir, Indriya, all the important organs, but Bahya Marga is only the skin and the dhatus, because they are in the line of, a train is going, the digestion train, and it just gives off luggage in every station. That is the Bahya Marga. And the Abhyantara Marga, through which we give Panchakarma and Shodhan. Okay. So that is what I